So, Adam, here we are, Bainbridge Regional. You just got top 8. What'd you play and how was your experience?
I played Voiceless and it was a fantastic time. It was a great time.
Insane. Again, in a room filled with fire decks, you chose to bring the new archetype Voiceless Voice. How did this deck perform for you today?
It was insane, actually. So, part of why I wanted to play it was I thought it had a bit of an underdog kind of vibe, because a lot of people are reading the fire cards, not these cards. That wasn't entirely true. I played 2 mirrors.
Insane. Well, we're going to get into your list. Did you have any shout-outs you want to give?
I want to shout out my boy. His name's Landon. I play with him. That's like my main testing boy, so that's about it, though.
Okay, awesome. Let's get into your list and see what you played.
So we'll start with the rituals. I play 2 Skull Guardian, 2 Saravas. I don't play the Pendulum Graph, partially because I did not own it, but I also haven't tested enough. But this is pretty standard stuff. The Pendulum Graph most people try, but that's about it. And then starters, we play 3 Diviner, the Herald, and 3 Low. These are the main pieces of the deck. This is mandatory. You have to play these. Yeah, that's it.
Insane.
Play 3 Saphira. Also mandatory. It's pretty straightforward stuff, honestly. The actual engine itself, and one of this guy, he's a brick. He's awful, but when you summon him off with a trap card, he's broken. So you got to play him. This card, if people don't know what it is, it's basically you dump it off a Diviner, and then this contribute Diviner to summon the low from the deck.
Nice.
And then that's pretty much all the monsters for engine. For hand traps, we played 3 Ash, 3 Droll, 3 Nib, and 3 Imperm. There's some lists running around that are playing like Super Poly instead of hand traps, more of a board breaker style, but I went with the really safe route of just playing every hand trap known to man and hoping it works out. And it did. It did.
Awesome.
Next is 3 pre-prep. I think this is mandatory, at least for now. Until the new support comes out, you need this for consistency. And it helps you play around Droll, because if you resolve this and you get Drolled, you're probably going to be able to play the game regardless. So I would say that's probably mandatory. 3 Prosp. There are people in the OCG playing Nadir Servant over Prosperity. I think it's because they have this limited. I think this is just a better card.
Okay.
Straight up. 3 Barrier, mandatory, pretty straightforward stuff. 2 Prayers. I don't think there's any question on this. 3's too bricky, but 1's too little, so you gotta play those. And then the last few cards, we have 1 Called By, 1 Triple Tack because I'm weird, and then the 1 Trap card. This is very standard as well. So
this is a 40-card deck list?
41.
Okay. I know a lot of people are trying to figure out the ratios regarding this deck. Was there any changes you're depending on making?
In the main deck, I really liked how the main deck performed. I would probably just cut the 1 of Triple Tack, but like I was indecisive and I don't know. I just played it.
It worked out for you.
Yeah, it did.
Get into your extra deck, see what you played.
So extra deck is a bit different just because I don't play Super Poly or Nadir Servant. So we play Anima, Low's a level 1, which that's the only reason. Dark is just to make with Anima. It never came up. This is getting cut immediately. It's awful. Do not play that. We played Lina. Lina's really good for the mirror match. Selene Access. Also didn't come up, but I would still play it. 2 SP, 2 Dynamondo. Anyone looking to play this deck knows what this card does, but this effectively is a Phoenix Wing Wind Blast on legs, and then it summons a ritual back during your opponent's turn, so he's fantastic.
Nice.
And then we played a few synchros. We played Chaos Goddess because, well, it plays light monsters. Excel and Baron. This only comes up if your Diviner gets impermed, because you can summon Saphira from the deck. It's a level 6, and then you can make Excel and then make Baron. So if you get impermed, you can actually punish that by making a second Omni Negate. And then Herald and Intis. This is just for Diviner of the Herald, of course. And then Typhon, because, well, it's Typhon.
It's Typhon.
Yeah.
And for your side deck?
Side deck, we played 3 Bell. This was mostly for Labyrinth. I was a little worried about Labyrinth. I never played against it. It's okay into Fire, but 2 Phantasme, broken card in this format, I think. Drawing 4 cards when your opponent summons Ambluel is broken. 2 Soul Release. I think everyone knows why. 2 Lightning Storm, 3 Summon Limit, and 3 Solemn Strike. Solemn Strike was just because if you Solemn Strike Snake Eyes Ash, you win the game on the spot. So
Insane. Again, we are seeing you all day at top tables, piloting this deck. Again, is there any changes you're making to the extra side deck?
well, Dark's coming out. He sucked.
Prosperity target.
Every time he's just Prosperity Target. Yeah. I would like to play Almirage, Hida, and Promethean Princess, because against fire you can normal link it into Almirage, link it into Hida, link it and your opponent's monster into Promethean, and then make your own Amplowell, which is very funny. So I want to try that as well. But
Insane. Well, again, we saw you do some crazy things. Do you have any final remarks or shout outs?
no, I think that's it.
Awesome. Well, congratulations.
Thanks again, man.